Hey guys, and welcome back. I'm Dave, aka the Costume Kid, and I just hit 10,000 subscribers. That is incredible. It blows my mind to think about that. I know compared to some other YouTubers, PewDiePie, 10,000 really isn't that many, but for me, it's a lot. I never thought I'd make it past 1,000, and I'm so grateful for your guys' support. I'm very happy that you watch my videos. So I figured I'd make this little video for you fans to learn a little bit more about me. So yes, I'm not making costume or cool prop this episode. Make sure to come back. Next episode is going to be pretty awesome. Not going to say what it is, but there's a pretty cool movie coming out soon that you know I'm excited for. So let's just jump right into it. The Q&A starts now. After that, if you stick around, there will be a giveaway. Alright, let's get started. Starting out with the basics here. How old are you? 13. I'm almost 14 though, so yeah, not really a kid anymore, but whatever. Where do you live? This real neat ball of rock and water orbiting the sun, it's called Earth. You should come visit sometime. Where is your studio? Now, this kind of seems like the same question, but I'll answer it in a different way. It is in the basement of my house. Many people thought this was my garage. It's not. My garage has cars in it. This is my basement, so. How long have you had a YouTube channel? Well, you could check the About page, about 2 years now. What inspired you to start your YouTube channel? Other YouTube channels, I said YouTube channel a lot, like Dustin McLean, homemade movies, DIY prop shop, all that kind of cool stuff inspired me to start making it on my own. When did you start making costumes? Well, about 2 years ago, just when I made my channel. Some people think maybe I've made props for a while and then just when I got good at it started the YouTube channel. That's not true at all. The fin jacket that I made in my first video was the second prop I've ever made. Ever. So, fun fact for you, the first prop I ever made was a replica of Dustin McLean's X-Wing helmet. It's right back there. I don't think you can see it, but the X-Wing helmet right here. Pretty awesome. How long does it take you to make a video? That kind of depends what I'm making. Props typically take less time, and even for costumes like what I made last episode, Wade Watts' outfit versus, say, an Iron Man costume, those would take a lot different time. But a typical video, about 2 weeks, which is how often I post. What's your favorite costume you've made? That is a tough one. I have some favorite costumes and some favorite videos, like the Proton Pack, which was my most popular video for a while. That was a lot of fun to make. The video isn't amazing though, it's from like 2 years ago. The Spider-Man one was good. Black Panther that I just made not that long ago, really good. I have a playlist of like my few favorite videos, so check that out. Is there any video you should have thought had more views? Yes, my Aquaman trident. I put a lot of work into that, and I thought it turned out really awesome. It's a full, like, 6-foot tall PVC pipe with spikes, quindent, technically. Go check that video out if you haven't. I thought it turned out really good. That was the first video I made after my DreamWorks videos, and I think it's great. It only got a few thousand views, though. Speaking of my DreamWorks videos, how did that whole ordeal go down? Well, for those of you who don't know, about 6 months ago now, last fall, I was contracted by DreamWorks to make 2 videos for their channel. That was a Voltron costume, that was a Paladin costume, and a Dino Trucks costume, that was that one right there. Both of which turned out really awesome, and I'm really glad I made those. Well, how that went down, basically, story time here, was some people who worked for the YouTube channel DreamWorks TV had seen some of my videos. I think they said it was my Magneto helmet, actually. And so they emailed me and asked if I would be interested in making some videos for their channel on some costumes from the DreamWorks TV shows. And I said, yeah, that sounds awesome. So I made those 2 costumes, both of which turned out really cool, got quite a bit of views over on their channel, and go check them out. It's kind of an interesting question. What made you love prop making? Well, I do love prop making and costume making. I guess nothing really. I started binge watching all of the homemade movies, DIY prop shop, like I said when I started, and I wanted to make it for myself, so I started making my own, and I thought it was really, really fun. And I just kept doing it for these past 2 years, and I'm glad you guys have liked it, and actually, quick shout out here, I wasn't even planning on doing this. Some people who have seen my videos and made their own channel, I love that. There's the prop kid, the cosplay kid, this stuff is amazing. Go check out their channels, I'm really happy. Question from Instagram here. What is your favorite part of the costume process? Ooh, that is an interesting one. I've never thought about my favorite part of the costume making process. I like all of it, I mean, except waiting for paint to dry. Who likes that? I don't know. I don't really have a favorite part, I guess. Can't answer that. But there's a second part of that question. Also, was there ever a material you were scared to work with, but then ended up loving after you did? Well, I guess EVA foam. I didn't use that right away because I was trying to stick with cardboard at first, keep it DIY, but EVA foam is still really cheap, and I started using that. Thought it'd be really hard to use, but I got the hang of it really quickly, and it's a lot of fun. What camera do you use? Well, for the first year and a half, well, up until the start of this year when I upgraded, I shot all my videos on my iPhone, this one right here. And that worked really well on shooting all my videos. I bet you didn't even notice it was shot with a phone, so don't let the quality of your camera discourage you from making a video. But then at the start of this year, after I'd been getting more subscribers and views, I decided to upgrade, so I got a Canon T5i, which I've really liked using. I use a Rode mic for it, and that works really well. I've shot all my videos of Season 3 of The Costume Kid on that, except this one, actually, this one's not shot on that, sorry. So the quality of this video might not be the same as the quality of the last video, might not be the same as the quality of a video a year ago, but all of them are okay. So don't let the quality of your camera discourage you from making a video. Have you ever burnt yourself with hot glue? Who hasn't? If you're making props and costumes, you're gonna burn yourself with hot glue. That's just a given. So yes, many times. Nothing seriously too bad. I use a high temperature hot glue gun, but nothing's really been that bad. The worst, my finger actually touched the end of the metal tip on a glue gun. That was the worst. That's worse than getting hot glue on yourself. So not fun, but nothing like medically bad. No, it's fine. And then the questions I've got a million times. Could you make a blank costume? Could you make a blank costume? Could you make a costume? So many costume requests. That's how I'm going to end this Q&A here. I get a lot of costume requests, and I'm going to answer them all right now by saying, yes, I love to make costumes, and I'd love to make every costume you guys request, but I get a lot of requests now, and I can't make every single one of them right away. So I'm sorry about that. I'm getting people DM me on Instagram and stuff requesting costumes. I know, I have a lot of costumes I like to make, and a lot of them I get multiple times. I hear you guys, I read all the comments, so yeah. The next thing I have to do, for those of you who have stuck all the way through this video, the giveaway. Yeah, that's right. So, for these 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to be giving away 3 props I've made on this YouTube channel. Of course, I mean, what else? So, if you click the link in the description down below, there will be a way to enter this giveaway. I want to make it open to anyone like you, because the previous one you have to follow me on Instagram. And if you don't have Instagram, I encourage you to follow me on Instagram. But I want everyone to be able to enter it. So I'll figure out a way to do that. Link in the description down below. And there'll be 3 winners whenever the giveaway ends. Didn't think of that either. I'll think all this stuff later. And I'll email all 3 winners, and the first to reply will get the first choice in which props they want. They're not going to be able to pick any prop, because I'm like not giving away my proton pack. I don't like you fans that much. But I've narrowed it down to 3. First of all, this Kylo Ren lightsaber here. I made this a little while ago in December for The Last Jedi. It's a pretty awesome lightsaber. You can do this and go wee, 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 and then hit yourself in the face. I can take this, it's on a piece of black cardboard for standing up. I'll take that off. Pretty cool thing, mostly PVC, got some craft foam on it, spray painted. You can win this, go check out the video of how I made it. Here, I'll give you a funny story I'm remembering about this. Might make you want to win this more, that has some history to it. But back in December when I was shooting the end of this video, I had a model, my friend Daniel, as you know, he has long dark hair, so I used him as Kylo Ren. and he was whipping around my lightsaber, and I told him one shot to do. It actually made it into the final cut. Is I'd like just throw a temper tantrum, because Kylo Ren does that, and he just threw like an anger fit on this one tree, and he just started swinging it around on this tree, and then we just hear crack as he hits it, and I'm like, what was that? And he's like, the top of your lightsaber. So there's like, I don't know if you guys can see all of it, but there's like way too much glue on the top of this, and that's because when he hit it against the tree, it popped off, and in the video there's actually a little explosion I added in. Alright, next up is this, can I reach it? No, I can't. McCree arm from my Overwatch McCree video. Which didn't get a lot of views, and it wasn't that great a video. But this is my favorite part of it. It's this awesome winter glove with an EVA foam tube. Looks pretty cool. Oh boy, the diameter on this glove will not fit everyone's arm. So I guess, well, I don't know about that. It fits my small, scrawny arm, but I'll put the diameter of this. I'll measure it later and pop it up right on the screen somewhere, so you know if your arm is bigger than that, it'll be a cool display piece. Alright, I measured it, and it's about a 3-inch diameter, which is about the same as a standard roll of duct tape. So if your forearm up to the elbow can fit through this duct tape, like my little arm can, then you'll be good to go. If it can't, then sorry, there's other props. That's the reason I'm not going to give away any helmets I've made, and it won't fit everyone's head, and I'd like everyone to have the same chance, except the McCree arm. Well, whatever. That's why I'm giving a choice. Third up is the ghost trap. So this will fit any size. It's not a costume, it's a prop. It'll fit any size ghost in here. I'm not giving away my proton pack, but I will give away the ghost trap, complete with like a turning knob that does nothing, and this like heat sink stuff, man. It does not light up, but it's got some Lego pieces on it, and casters on the bottom. This is very wobbly, so it will not roll perfectly. It'll roll, not very well. And it's kind of taped cardboard. So it's not a very great prop, but if you're a longtime fan who wants a historical piece of the Costume Kid, this video is from over a year ago, then you can win this. And it's pretty cool, man. So it does this. It's got a handle, actual wooden handle, that'll stay intact. It's got a knob that switches. I don't know why I'm hyping this one up way more. Probably because it's crappy cardboard, and I'd say the worst of the three. But you guys can still win it. Yeah, and if you don't like any of those three, I know I did Star Wars, Overwatch, and Ghostbusters, trying to get the biggest draw. You can, I might do some or more of the props I make in the next episode in the giveaway if this lasts long enough. I'm not thinking this through all the way, but whatever. I'm not going to tell you what those are right now, but like I said, it has to do with that big blockbuster coming out in a couple weeks. So I'll let the giveaway run long enough to include those props. And, oh crap, I said I'm making props. Oh boy, now they're gonna have the predictions. Well, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching all the way through. No one watches my update videos and Q&As if they're not costumes. But you awesome super fans, out of the 10,000 of them, which I totally am so happy about. Yeah, thanks. I've said thanks so many times in this video, but you know I mean it. And I will see you next time here on The Costume Kid. Oh, what?